Hello everyone, welcome to DJT. I'm Hideki and your navigator. Today's episode is a kind of Japanese family education. We call it Shitsuke. Through Shitsuke, children learn social manners and how to approach life. They also learn an important Japanese value, Gaman. Gaman means patience, endurance, and self-control. So I would like to introduce and the philosophy behind Shitsuke and Gaman today. Okay, so let's get started. First, what is Shitsuke? In English, it is often translated as a discipline or manners, but Shitsuke is a little deeper than simple manners. It means learning how to behave as a member of a society. At home, parents may tell children, greet people properly, say thank you, don't waste food, don't be selfish, think about others. These are not just rules, they teach children that their actions affect other people. In Japan, Shitsuke is not usually taught as a big philosophy. It is learned through daily life, at home, at school, in the community. Little by little, children learn how to lead a situation, respect others, and live in harmony with the group. So Shitsuke is not only about being polite, it is about learning how to live with other people. Of course, most Japanese people today do not always think about Confucianism directly. For many people, these values remain not as clear philosophy or religion, but as everyday habits and ways of interacting with others. For example, at home, children are taught to respect their parents, to be polite to older people, and not to cause trouble for others. At school, through group activities, children learn to fulfill their role and cooperate with the people around them. Through relationships with teachers and classmates, children gradually learn that they are not living alone. They are part of a larger community. This is why Shitsuke is often invisible. Many Japanese people do not think about it deeply. They simply feel this is the right thing to do. It is a kind of cultural training, learned through repetition. One of the most important parts of Shitsuke is Gaman. Gaman means enduring something difficult with patience and self-control. Japanese children often hear, be patient, don't complain right away, keep going until the end. Of course, this can sound strict, but Gaman does not only mean suffering silently, it also means controlling your emotion for a moment, looking at the whole situation and thinking about other people. For example, when you're frustrated, you do not immediately show your anger. When something is difficult, you try to continue calmly. When your own feelings may disturb the group, you hold back a little. This became an important skill in Japanese society. In a group-oriented culture, harmony was often more important than individual expression. So Gaman became a way to protect balance. In this sense, Gaman is not just weakness or silence. It can also be a form of inner strength. This culture of Gaman helped to create many strengths in Japanese society. Trains run on time, products are made carefully, services are detailed and consistent. Of course, these things also come from technology and systems, but behind them, there is also a human attitude. Do things properly, finish the job, pay attention to small details, do not give up too easily. This attitude appears in many kinds of work. People repeat the same task many times, notice small problems, and try to improve little by little. This connects to the Japanese idea of kaizen, or improvement. Kaizen does not always mean a big dramatic reform. Often, it means finding small ways in daily work and making the process a little better each time. This requires patience, discipline, and endurance. In a positive sense, Gaman has helped support Japanese reliability, precision, and craftsmanship. It became an invisible discipline behind Japanese work culture. But Gaman also has a cost. When people endure too much, they may stop expressing their true feelings. They may not ask for help. They may not speak up when something is wrong. They may think, I just have to endure it. This can become a problem at school, at work, and in society. Long working hours, harassment, unnecessary rules, a workplace where people cannot speak honestly. Sometimes these problems are connected to the idea that enduring is a good thing. But Japan is changing. Younger generations are more willing to express their opinions. In workplace, issues such as work style and harassment are now discussed more openly than before. At the same time, it is also true that the spirit of Gaman has played a major role in Japanese society. Doing difficult or repetitive work carefully, not ignoring small mistakes, finishing the task without being controlled by short-term emotions. These attitudes have helped support Japan's social stability, the quality of industry products, and the accuracy of work. So the important point is not to see Gaman simply as a virtue. What matters is knowing when Gaman is necessary and how much endurance is appropriate. In other words, balance is the key. In modern Japan, this balance is becoming more and more important. So today's Japanese phrase is 元気ですか? It means how are you? That's a very useful phrase. Okay, let's practice and repeat after me. 元気ですか? 元気ですか? Great! How was the Japanese family education? Okay, see you next time. See you. Bye.